Time again for my monochromatic little ramblings. It's all just one unicellular color of red. I'm gonna make this video really short and I'm gonna turn off my laptop in a while. But I'm gonna talk about the difference between freedom and liberty and the importance of this difference. You see, freedom's subjective. You can feel free and be in a situation where you have no liberties. Liberty is objective. Liberty is not just psychological. Liberty exists politically, socially, economically, and geographically. What's more, civically can exist. And that's something that's important to think about. The structure can also be interdependent on everything, regardless. With that being said, one's subjective, one's objective. The libertarians seek liberty. And not just libertarians, anarchists in general. They want you to realize that you may feel a certain way, but you're in a state that's not of liberties, and you could be benefited. Could be even more happy if you move from one zone of comfortability to another one. It's like, sure, from getting to this point where you're really comfortable going through a deep, vast canyon of different troubles, but you end up in an even more blissful place. I think that's something that is worth looking forward to. We use the analogy of slavery. Back in times of slavery, some slaves didn't mind. In fact, most didn't mind the fact that they were slaves. Now, I myself see no real problems with slavery, but I mean, there's problems, but it's not as bad as people say it is. Yet that's the point. Subjectively, it's not that bad of a situation, but objectively, you can see that there's a lack and a very undeserving lack of liberties. So, in actuality, liberties is what these anarchists, these libertarians, people want. And freedom, if you want that, that'll just keep you in your zone of comfortability. That sensation. You want that sensation, you can have it later. But the benefit of having liberties is something that's truly worth mentioning. This is kind of religious in a way. Because the way I'm saying it, I'm discussing the subject and the object. But it's just a simple methodology. The sensations of freedom are subjective. There's an even higher input of odds are subjective satisfaction that comes marginally from an increase of liberties. So with an increase of liberties, then you could say that there's a marginal increase in your sensations of freedom. But the initial one, that initial one's a piece of crap. You don't desire that initial one. I think you do, but you find that through struggle you can end up in a place that's even better. Now enough of this stuff before I end up fruiting up the place with my crappy monologues. Great, now blue balls again. Hold up, let me change to a color that I actually like. Oh, green. Green's my favorite color. Alright, so I'm gonna take a nap because I got work to do tomorrow. Well, today. It's later.